Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so thankful that you decided to take time out of your schedule tonight to be on this call with us for 30 minutes. We know there's a lot of things in life that you could be doing other than getting on a Zoom. And so we are just very thankful that you're here tonight. The first thing we want to start with is our medical disclaimer, just so you know that all LifeWave products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose any kind of disease. And we always recommend that you check with your physician first, especially if you are pregnant or nursing. So, with that, I am going to talk to you about this amazing little patch called X39. We have lots of other patches, but our X39 patch is specific to activating a certain peptide called GHKCU. And basically, how this patch works is it is completely non-transdermal, meaning nothing transfers from the patch to your body. So most people are used to and know about transdermal patches. And so that's the first thing that comes into our head is we think a nicotine patch, a vitamin patch, an estrogen patch, all those things transfer something from the patch into your body. This patch, our patch, does not transfer anything into the body. It is operated through a process called photobiomodulation. That's a really big word for just light making change in the body. And you already know exactly what this is because every time you go out into the sun and the sun hits your skin, it activates the vitamin D in your body. The sun doesn't give you vitamin D. We already have the vitamin D in our body. Our vitamin D receptors are actually on every single cell in our body. And so it helps to activate that vitamin D so that it can do what God designed it to do in our body. So this patch works that same way, only instead of the sun being the light generator, we are the light generator. We when you look through like in a movie, you see those night vision goggles, and people see what most people call a heat signature. That's actually a low grade infrared light. That heat signature is, and that light is what we emit off of our bodies. Whether we can't see it, it's infrared, and so unless you're looking through special goggles, you can't see what that looks like. And so we actually emit that light, and this amazing patch activates, reflects that light back into our body, signaling the GHKCU. Just like the sun is signaling the vitamin D, it signals the GHKCU in our body to go and do what it was designed to do. This is made up of a crystal lattice structure of stereoisomers. So at the molecular level of amino acids, sugars, crystals, salt, water. So not anything that you can go and grab out of your kitchen cabinet, but at the molecular level. And so that is it has a reflective quality from that crystal lattice structure to reflect that infrared light back into our bodies. You can actually wear the patch anywhere on your body. We do have over 90 clinical studies that we have used specific acupuncture points on the body so that we know that it's working. But there have been enough other studies done now that we can tell you that it will work no matter where you're placing it on your body. This would make sense because that low-grade infrared light is emitted from our entire bodies. It's not just in a specific spot, but everywhere. The way you want to utilize the patch is 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 12 hours on to activate and repair, and then 12 hours off. So I put mine on in the morning. I keep them by my toothbrush. I put them on in the morning when I brush my teeth. And then I take them off at night when I brush my teeth again. And then the next day, I put on a brand new patch. And so that's how you wear them. You will get 30 in a pack. And so you will utilize that over 30 days. To tell you a little bit more about the GHKCU copper peptide, I'm going to refer you to this book. Lauren Picard is a scientist who found the peptide over 50 years ago. And so, what he found when studying that peptide was all of these amazing qualities that it does in our body. And so, one thing that it does is it activates our own body's stem cells. Those stem cells can go and become anything that the body needs. And so, no matter what kind of issue, ailment, whatever, it can go to help and support that area and bring that area and that issue back into balance. because as we age, our body goes through that process of just, declining. And so we have aches and pains, we have different issues that start to come because the stem cells in our body go dormant. They're still there, they just go dormant, which is that natural body's aging process. And so by signaling that frequency of light to hit the GHKCU, we can activate those dormant stem cells, helping our body be transformed to a younger, healthier state, bringing our body back in balance and having the support that it needs so that we can do all of the amazing things that we want to do in our lives. And I am so very thankful for that because I love to be young and healthy and keep up with my kids and do all the things that they're doing and someday keep up with my grandkids. So anyway, I am super thankful for this technology. Another thing that it does is that it supports your cardiovascular system. This is huge because we know what a cardiovascular disease and the things that people have issues with today. To have something that can support that, that we don't have to take, that's not a drug, it's not there's not putting anything to our body. It's our own body's natural process to support every area of my heart, of my all the lining of my blood vessels, all of the blood vessels, everything about the blood vessels. To have that kind of support is so valuable. It helps with any type of wound healing. I have this on my own body. Back in June, so it's been almost a year. I tore my Achilles tendon. My doctors and my physical therapists were all completely shocked at how quickly that scar from the surgery healed. And to where today you can't really even tell the scar was there. So that has been really amazing. Another thing that helps with wound healing is collagen. So this peptide supports collagen. So from the base. So anytime we take collagen exogenously, it may only tip on a few areas. Most people think of collagen as hair, skin, and nails, but it's so much more than that. Every single part of our body needs collagen to function properly. So our muscles, our tissues, our bones, all need collagen. And of course, our immune system. Everyone today seems to be very concerned about how our bodies are functioning. And obviously, no one likes to get sick. No one likes to take time off work, and those kinds of things. And so if we can support our own body's natural process of supporting our immune system, I am all in for that. So this peptide does all of these amazing things in our body. And so we can help to support that natural body process by utilizing this patch technology. You want to wear them 1 month for every decade you are old. So I'm 50, so I would need to wear them for 5 months to really give my body a chance to see what it can help support and do for me. And so just so you know, again, it's natural. So most people we live in a very much a microwave society that wants things now, that wants things fast. And because of that, we don't think about how when we're trying to work with our body naturally, how that takes time. And so the fact that we could even see anything, in my opinion, in 5 months of being 50 years old, that's really fast, actually, even in the natural world. Most of the time, doctors, functional medicine doctors are encouraging you to stick on something for 6 months, to really see what it might be able to do for you. But most people will see something happening in that 1 month for every decade you are old. And sometimes we have these one patch wonders that notice things right away. They notice them very, very fast. And so hopefully we always hope that everyone is that, but that's not always the case. So, and I would love for Liana to come on. We were talking before we started the call tonight, and she was telling me about all of this amazing stuff with her son. I had remembered we're in a WhatsApp group and she was, trying to get help for him, and he was just really struggling. And so she was telling me about her daughter's wedding and about her son and just his amazing results that took time. And so I just think his story is so important because sometimes it does take people time. So, Liana, if you would come on and share that with everyone, I would love to have you tell us about your son.
I would love to tell it because I am so excited. My son has a severe back injury from a trampoline that he injured himself on a trampoline when he was about 15. And from there on, it's been a downward spiral with his back. But he loves motorcycle dirt biking and bicycle dirt biking down, heavy duty trails and stuff. So he never quits, even though his back is so bad, he just fights through it. But he got to a point where the pain just overtook him. He was flat on his back for 10 days straight. He couldn't move. I literally almost had to carry him to my car to get him to a pain center. It was heart-wrenching. But anyway, I just knew these patches were going to do it because I knew what they did for me. And it didn't work overnight. It took me a good 19 days before I started to feel something, but I knew it was going to, I heard too many testimonials and saw too many videos. I knew this was going to work. So I just stuck with it. And sure enough, I am now pain-free after 40 years of back pain. But my son, we just had my daughter's wedding. My son was literally jumping around the dance floor like a kangaroo. People are looking at him saying, look at your son. I mean, 2 months ago, he was flat on his back and couldn't move in grueling, excruciating pain. Look at your son. And so I was so concerned. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, the next day when the alcohol wears off, unfortunately. But the next day I called, I said, how's your back? He goes, it's a little sore. I said, all right, so put an extra Eon on, keep your X39, put an extra Eon on the point of pain, another one on your neck, whatever. So he did that. And the next day his pain was down to a 2. And then the next day he went dirt bike riding again, almost pain-free. So this is just blowing my mind. I can't wait, because what I want him to do is get another MRI or a CT scan, whatever they're going to do. I want to see how his body has healed, because he's got a number of CAT scans and MRIs and x-rays and everything, trying to figure out what do we do for this kid. And it was going to be an extensive surgery with a 4 to 6 month recovery. That's how extensive the surgery was going to be. It was going to be major. And to see him on that dance floor dancing like a lunatic, I said, I don't care how crazy he looks, the kid's moving and he's moving and grooving. Oh my goodness, it was just amazing. So you know what? If you do what you need to do with these patches, drink your water and wear them every day. That's all you have to do. 12, like Nikki said, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Drink your water. These patches will work, guaranteed will work. No matter what the issue is, it causes your body to heal itself. It can't not. It stimulates the copper peptides, which awaken the stem cells, and your body heals itself. There's no way it can't heal itself. So just do your part, your water and patching every day, and you're going to get the results you're looking for. Takes time. Give it the time it needs.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy for him. And then so
Yeah,
you
me
told me
too.
that he's 40. And so
Yes.
it really took him, he didn't notice anything for a long time, right?
Well, he started in January, and about April, maybe the end of middle March even, started to feel, all right, it's a little better, Ma. It's a little better. When I lay in bed at night, when it was like a 12, now it's like maybe a 7. So it was starting to get better at about 3.5 months or so. I said, just stick with it. Just keep wearing your patches, drink your water. Just stick with it every day. Don't miss a day. So that's what he did. And now we're in May and he's doing great. I don't know. I think most days he says his pain level's down like a 2, which is phenomenal, just phenomenal.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it really did, for him, it really did take that full 4 months to really get a kind of
Yeah.
relief that he was really looking for.
Yes.
And so
And it's only going to keep getting better. I know it.
Mm. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And for him, to have that quality of life, to go and enjoy, his sister's wedding, and
Yeah.
just, dance the way he wants to dance, is what a blessing. And for a mom to just
Yes.
be able to see, their kids just enjoying life, that's
Yes.
just such a
Amen.
gift. Yes, that
Big
we
time.
Yes, we can't, you can't put a price tag on that.
Nope.
There's, I mean, for something to have that kind of effect when he was talking about surgery, having to do major back
Major.
surgery, for it to be 4 months to where it's like, he doesn't need what surgery? I don't need a surgery anymore. I'm down to a
Yeah.
2. Like, to me, that's a miracle. I mean,
It
that's just an
is.
absolute miracle.
It
Mhm.
absolutely, that's what I am calling it. It is a huge miracle. I know God
Yes.
could, in the blink, less than the blink of an eye, God could have healed him, but God is using these patches. And I believe it's because he wants us to tell so many others, look what this can do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I love that so
Yeah.
much. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Liana, for sharing.
My
It's
pleasure.
always such a treat when I have someone come on and I haven't gotten to hear another story that somebody has, and then you
Yeah.
can come on and share, just absolute blessing. So, we still have plenty of time if you all have questions or if someone else has another story that they want to share, but feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can raise your hand, or you can put the question in the chat. Whatever is easiest for you. We would be happy to answer some questions for you.
Hello,
Nikki,
good
let me
afternoon.
go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, my name is Albertha.
Hi, Alberta. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yes, I come on because I heard about the patch and I'm interested because I'm suffering from sciatica pain in
Okay.
both knees and my back.
Yes. And what would you say your pain level is at from 1 to 10? If you could put a number on it, what would that be?
Well, my pain level sometimes it's like 10, 9, 8. That's the
Okay.
kind of pain. And I'm a working person. I walk with a cane.
Okay. Yes. And have you used the patches at all yet, or you're just now learning about them?
Okay, I learned about them and my son actually brought two over for me yesterday, and I did put them on. And tell you, I went to work today without the cane.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
praise
Wow.
God. Wow.
Yes,
That's
praise the
awesome.
Lord.
Wow.
Wow.
The
So
pain is like maybe a 2, and it's not like pain. I have like stiffness. It's like a stiffness, but
Yeah.
not the actual pain.
Praise
But I
God.
walked to work today and walked back without the cane.
oh my
Wow.
goodness. And how are
What
you
patches
feeling
did he
tonight?
give you?
Well, I'm feeling great. I'm good. He told me
Good.
about the Zoom. He sent the link for me. So that's why I come to actually learn more about it. And
Excellent.
my question is like, if I have to join the team to become, if I have to become a member, what the fee is, and more about the patch.
Yes,
Somebody
yeah.
could
So
put.
you're going to want to get back with your son so that he can
Mhm.
take you through all of that. There's a couple of options to where you can join as a brand partner or you can join as a preferred plus customer. And so just based on your needs, I would just, talk over with your son what those are, whether you are thinking that you want to share it with some other people or you're just going to want to use it yourself, and so that you can figure out which would be the best way to go for you. Yeah.
And what patches did you use, Alberta?
That is a God shoot. I don't even remember the name of the patch that he gave to me.
Okay.
Well,
But I
hello.
was so enthused of using it because let me tell you something. Anything they put out there for pain, I tried it all
Yes. Yeah.
because I wanted to get rid of the pains. But I'm having pains like right now. I even have appointment with my pain manager, pain management, which I supposed to be going there on Thursday, which I'm not too sure if I will be there. But I have
Yeah.
to say, thank God, the patches work, and I
Yes.
intend to continue to use them.
That's awesome. Yeah. So get back together with your son. If for some reason he doesn't know the answers to those questions, he will know whether to get you in touch with me or with Vicky or whoever else, you need to help to figure out exactly how it is you want to be set up. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing that with us. What an absolute blessing to walk the very first day to work without using your cane. Praise the Lord. We are rejoicing with you for sure.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
iPhone
Amen.
user, would you come on? What can we answer for you, or do you have a story to tell us?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Sky. Hi, Alberta. I was the one who gave Alberta's son the patch
Okay,
for
Oh,
her.
great.
Yes, for her to try because we're coming from a construction background, and at first I did tell him that I'm interested in the product because I am from a construction background, so we could use it for all my co-workers and people who have worked in the industry. But I know that there are elders, including my grandmother and so many people who are in pain. So I just signed up a week ago. And to be honest, my patches that I got, I was just like giving my patches just to try testimonial from people whom I know. And I tell him, give 2 to your mom. And I gave him patches, and it works for him because he had an elbow pain, I think it was, Miss Punter, he had.
Yes, it was elbow pain, elbow.
Right. Her son had an elbow pain, and he used the patch as well, and it deleted the pain as well. And I myself, I had a toothache, and I put the patch on my jaw, and from a 10, it went right down to a 5, and from a 5, it went to nothing. And that was on Saturday, and I haven't had the toothache again. My daughter on Saturday, because that's what I was doing with my patches. I was just trying out to see how the patches work. My daughter have very bad menstruation cramps. Her menstruation is very bad every month. So she's like one of those person that she rolls and she vomits and all that kind of stuff. So I'm seeing my daughter rolling in the bed, and she's a massage therapist. So I got up and I said, like a voice just said, like God talking to you, like the voice said, try her with the patch. So I gave my daughter the patch. I gave her the Eon patch, and I gave her the X39 patch. So I told her to put the Eon patch to the back of her neck and to put the 49 below her belly button. I text my daughter like around 3, and I asked her, how did the patch work? And she texted me back. She said, I haven't felt any pain all day.
Oh, praise the Lord. That's amazing. So you were using not the X39, but the X49.
I have 39 and 49. So I was giving both of them away. So
okay.
Yes,
Now, do you remember what you gave to Alberta?
To be honest, I don't remember what I gave to her. But I think it was a 39 I gave to Alberta. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is so
Yes.
great.
Oh my
I'm
God,
so
that's a
glad it
Zoom
worked
call.
that fast for you as well.
Right.
Can I just
Mhm.
ask, what did you use for your tooth?
I used the patch. I put it right on my jaw, right
Which
here.
one? Which patch?
You
Oh,
seen
I
it?
had the 49.
Okay, thank you.
X49, and I put it right on my cheek right here on the outside, and
Mhm.
then the pain just went from a 10 to a 5, and then it started trickling down. I was like, wow, this really works. So it works for toothache as well.
That's
It works for
awesome.
anything.
Yes,
Yeah, it
that's
works for
so great.
That
anything.
is Sarita.
Mhm.
Yes. Velma or
Mhm.
Zoom user, did you have something you wanted to come on and say as well? No, that's totally okay. That's totally okay. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so was your name Key? Is that right? Did I say it right? Kai?
Sky, SKYY.
Guy. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's so great. And then so do you have everything that you need or to know who to get in contact with to help set Alberta up so she can get some more patches?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. That's awesome.
Because that's what I did, because actually her son is my very good friend. So I shared the information to him, and then he's sharing it with his mom and his relatives. So that's how
That's so great.
I'm spreading the word. Yes.
That's awesome. You're doing fabulous. Way to help
Thank you.
people, to be able to help people like that and to gift people with the patches the way that you're doing that. What a blessing you are to so many people around you. And that's what I love about this business is that everyone that I meet that comes into this business, that's what we do. We share with others because we want them to be helped and pain-free. So way to go. You're doing amazing. So anyone
And
else want to come on? Did they have
there's
a
one more
comment?
thing. There's one more
Yeah.
thing I have to say. There is another testimony. She's not on the Zoom tonight. She was actually at the brunch on Saturday with me. I just met the lady for the first time, and I actually drove to her home on Sunday morning, and I gave her the Eon patch and the X39 patch because she said that she has like knee pain as well. And she said her knees hurt so much that she walks with a limp. And she called me back yesterday and she said, I'm walking straight. I'm not walking with the limp.
Praise the Lord. That is so awesome. That is wonderful. So the other thing I will just tell you for those of you that are new, because this is what is so amazing about these patches is that even if we don't use them, like we have a certain way that we will tell people to use them, but the patches do stuff no matter what. So normally what we would always tell people is that you're always going to start with the X39, which that's the one that I talked about tonight. The reason for that is because it activates that when it activates that GHK-Cu, that copper peptide, it does multiple things in the body. So it does a lot of different things and focuses on a lot of different areas that it can help you. And so that's why we always start with that patch. And then usually the second one that we will go to and always adding to. X39 is the base. It's our flagship product, and we will add to the X39. So the first one that normally we would add to the X39 would be the Eon. The Eon activates, and it's spelled AEON. It activates a peptide in your liver that reduces inflammation systemically throughout your body. So most people, if they live in America, or in America, anywhere in the world, they're inflamed. I mean, we're just constantly around toxins. So that will help to reduce inflammation. Anytime you have inflammation in the body, your own body stem cells are attracted to an area with inflammation, and inflammation eats stem cells. And so when we can add the Eon patch to the X39, we will have exponential opportunity for those stem cells to go in and rejuvenate an area because they're not eating the stem cells anymore because that's coming down and getting reduced. So that's normally what we start with. But with Sky, just telling you what's so amazing is that you may not even do that process. You may just pick up a patch and slap any patch that you have on with whatever area it hurts, and it can work sometimes. So, and we've got multiple stories from her just in a few days of whatever patches she was giving out, people were having relief. So I absolutely love that. That is amazing and just a wonderful testimony to our patches. Yes, do you have another thing, Sky?
Yes, but I'm going to share how that patch, I had that patch because I have hip pain because I had fell on a construction site. So I had it on my hip. So I removed it from my hip because it was still, the time wasn't up for me to take it off. So I didn't want to take out another patch. So I removed it from my hip and I just slapped it on my face. And I was like, oh my goodness. So it worked. So I just moved it from one place to the next. And it did the job. Yeah.
Yes, I love that too. And what's so amazing about what she's telling us tonight is that's what you want to do. She's already intuitively just like, okay, my hip was hurting and now my tooth is killing me. So I have this patch with me on my body. So I'm just going to yank it off and put it in another spot because I need help right here, right now. And that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to do with these patches. We always want to encourage everyone. You know your body best. We want to encourage you to be in charge of your own health and what's going on in your body because no one knows your body the way that you know your body. And so, Sky, that is perfect. You were giving your body exactly what it needed. And now you had a tool in your toolbox that could support you with that need that you had. And that is just beyond valuable. So I am so excited. You're doing amazing. You're already doing everything right and just using the patches, right? That's the biggest and most important thing is use the patches. Do not let them sit in their sleeve. Do not let them sit around. Put those babies on your body and let them do what they're designed to do. So anyone else have, Chetty, did you have a comment you wanted to share?
I just want to say hello to Leon.
Liana,
Hello.
yes, hi, yes.
Yeah, I was using the X39 last year and I had came off, but I'm going back on the X39 and the Eon because I spoke to David, so I'm gonna use it. He suggested I use it for 6 months, so I'm gonna try
Perfect.
working with it. So
Glad to have you back, Jetty.
Thank you. Leon know which route I come from.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm coming through from Anna, Sister Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm starting back on it. So I'm gonna see how it works. But I
It
know
works.
the last year when I used it for the 3 months, it did because I work out to the gym and it did help work with the energy level.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Just stay consistent, Chetty, for sure. Stay
Yep.
consistent, stick with it 6 months, make sure that you're getting those on you every single day. And you're going to see results, just like Liana said. That's exactly right. We're
Mhm.
excited. We're excited to see what happens with you, Chetty, as well. That's going to be amazing. Yes.
okay,
Velma,
thank you.
I normally I would cut off the call, but Velma, did you have something? I know you've come on and off a few times. So did you have something, Velma, you wanted to say as well? Maybe not. So Chetty, did you have one more thing you wanted to say?
No, I'm gonna try with this and see how it goes. But
Awesome.
I know I got some results when I used it last year, but as I spoke to David, David told me I should be using it for like 6 months. I used it for like 3 months last year.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
absolutely. And really what you want to do is once you've used it. So once I had used it for 5 months, I wanted to keep going because what happens is that when you start to activate those dormant stem cells, there's a compounding effect that happens with those stem cells. Is once you have a certain amount of them activated, well, then that peptide can activate more stem cells. So you can have more and more regeneration as you wear them longer and longer over time. So I've been using them now for 17 months, and I don't ever want to be without the patches. So I would
so
definitely encourage you to just keep
it
using them, just so you can have the compounding effect and see what else your body will do to support itself and balance itself out as you wear them for longer periods of time.
okay, I've been traveling through the allergy season. You think it's help with this allergy?
I have seen it help with allergies. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Allergies through the season, and
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can actually you can take 3 of the Eon if you wanted to. Like are your allergies in your sinuses right here? Is that where they are?
no, mostly I was coughing and like aching. The body was aching. But
Okay.
after I went to the doctor, you want to know what's going on, and then they told me it's allergy. I know I had suffered from allergy, but I used to have a breathing problem with it, but I'm not getting the breathing problem. I'm getting the body was aching, like no energy and coughing.
Okay. Yeah. So you can utilize the Eon on the back of your neck. On that, there's a bunch on that bone that kind of sticks out. There's a bunch of nerve endings that come to that spot, and the X39 below your belly button, or you can place them both on your neck like that. So if you have achiness, and see if that will work and get that to go away. If it doesn't, I would say try to add the energy enhancer. Like you said, you had low energy. It's a 2-patch system. You can wear that here on the tops of your shoulders, white right, tan left, or you can wear it on the bottoms of your feet. You could try that as well to see if you could have some more energy, as well as get that your body, for all of your energy to be pulling through your body a little bit more to relieve that. If you want to, I always tell people if you're having an issue, add more patches. You probably just need to add more patches to what you're doing. So to where you're at a level that you can tolerate. So anyway, we are over our time for tonight. But wow, everyone, thank you so much for participating and coming on tonight. And hopefully we got a few questions answered for you. Please make sure that you get back with the person that invited you to the call tonight so they can answer some more questions or get you in touch with one of us to help you with that as well. And then I do this every Monday night. So please continue to invite people to join us every Monday night. tonight at 6 Central Time. Depending on which time zone you're at, make sure you look and get the right time for your time zone. But thank you so much for coming on tonight. Thank you so much for Liana for sharing about your son. What an absolute treat to get to hear that story.
Yes.
And Sky, thank you so much for sharing all of your stories. It's so amazing. So we just pray blessing over each and every one of you tonight. And just thank you so much for joining us. So God bless everyone. Have a good night. Hopefully we'll see
Thank
you
you.
again next
One
Monday. Bye-bye.
quick question. Would you be still
Yes.
using the same pin? The same pin number for
Yes.
the Zoom
Yep,
every
the
Monday?
the same phone number and the same pin every night for the Zoom. Yeah, the same link. Yep.
You do it every night or every
I'm
Monday
sorry.
night?
Sorry. Every Monday night. Yes, every Monday night. So, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. See y'all. Have a great night.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. Thank you. Good night, Albertha. Good night.